So I love to design stuff and make stuff, especially in this RV, because we're living in a small space, obviously. But if you haven't noticed by checking out some of our videos, everything in here is brown. Storage up here, the wood trim, and the walls are even like tan, which is a shade of brown. Everything. We didn't have any say in that. This particular model comes from the manufacturer with these design options. So I've been going through the house slowly, implementing some of my design ideas and swapping stuff out or updating stuff or just adding stuff like that. And so also, you probably noticed in previous videos, just kind of looking around, that we have these blue curtains up. I like this color blue, but it doesn't go with the brown. These curtains are actually functional. They serve a purpose. These curtains are blackout curtains, and we got them when we were living in Texas, and we had no shade. There was no trees or anything, so the sun was just beating down on us, and it didn't matter that we had both ACs running. We had our tower fan running. It still gets so burning hot in here, and so we decided to invest in some blackout curtains, which they're actually pretty cheap. They're not a whole lot, and these blackout curtains made a huge difference. And so they block the light. So right now it's daytime, and a lot of times sitting in this RV with the curtains closed, you can't tell if it's day or night, with the exception of looking through that skylight there and out the front door. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't really be able to tell if it's day or night. And so it's actually kind of gloomy outside right now, so it doesn't make a huge difference. But on a hot sunny day, this keeps the sunlight out. So anyway, the whole point of this video is I just wanted to show you guys some of the design stuff that I like to do. I'm kind of doing it slowly because we do live on a budget, and some of this design ideas I have, they're not priority. It's just something I do as my time allows and as our budget allows. And so one of the first things obviously are these curtains, and they're all throughout. And the next thing we're going to do is change these out, and these block sun as well. And so I actually went to Target and got this right here, but it also kind of goes with the pattern on our decorative pillows. This is actually just one curtain panel. It's an 84-inch curtain panel, but since I only need this little piece right here for all the windows, I'm thinking I could probably cut it all out of just this one curtain panel. And I'm hoping once that's done, that'll brighten up the space quite a bit. So if you can envision that. So that's just one. Another thing I've done to kind of brighten up the space, I'm trying to get rid of the brown and bring in some more bright colors. Here's another project I've done. I made a picture holder just using some pieces of wood that I got at Home Depot for like, I think $2. It was like an 8-foot strip of wood or whatever, and I had them cut it down, and just painted it white, put some blue streaks on there that kind of match the curtains here, and that's gonna bring out some color, especially once I have this hanging up. I think it's gonna look really good. Here's another project that I worked on. Me and Erica did this together on Valentine's Day. We hang our keys right here, and it was really ugly. As soon as you walk in, there's these key hooks, and so I was like, what if we make this decorative piece that fits over our key hooks and it hides it? So you have that right there. It hides the key hook, and it says our last name, Land, and it's the same color blue. It's the midnight blue that we're using throughout the front of the house. So it's pretty cool. And we got this, I think, at Hobby Lobby. You got these letters at Hobby Lobby for a couple bucks. Yeah. Alright, so this is our bedroom. And you'll notice I have the blue curtains in here as well. And what I envision in here is that this is going to turn white. We're going to change this out to white or off-white, somewhere around there, something brighter. And I changed out the brown to this fabric here that I found on clearance at Walmart. And I only did this front window so far, so if you can see what that looks like. And my only thing is I don't like that these are brown also. And I think I can take these off and wrap them, because I was looking at them and it's just wrapped. It's just fabric wrapped around it, so I don't see why I can't do the same thing. So I'm gonna figure that out and play with that one day. Maybe I'll shoot a video on that. And all of this pattern here, and then the white that I'm gonna put here, matches this right here. So our RV came with a gold blanket. It was really ugly, really hideous. And then to make matters worse, we had hot pink pillowcases. So the hot pink pillowcases with the gold blanket didn't really match. And ignore the pillows. We haven't set them up the way we want them yet. We have so many different types of pillows, and then it's just a hot mess. So we need to get new pillows and whatnot. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do here. And I didn't mean to, but it kind of matches our wedding colors. Our wedding colors were the light blue, the coral orangish pink color, and this blue is very similar to that. So I think it's gonna turn out really nice. I'm looking forward to it. Another project that I have in mind that I've been playing with, and I haven't figured out the best way to go about it, is we like to take a lot of pictures. You know, we film a lot of the stuff that we do, but I also take a lot of pictures, and that's why I built that photo frame there. And so one of my ideas is to turn these cabinets into picture frames. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way I want to do that. So I've played with a couple ideas of maybe putting some kind of metal sheet or magnetic board here that could probably sit on top of the existing cabinet door, and then I can put photos on here with magnets. That's an idea. I've even went and looked at picture frames that are about the same size as the cabinet door, and then just replacing the cabinet door altogether. The only thing is, when you pull on these, because they're RV cabinets, they make it to where you have to really pull on it to open it. I don't know how sturdy a picture frame will be. So that's my only concern. When it comes to having a picture frame, you want to take the glass out, because if you can reduce the amount of glass you have, then by all means do it, because when this thing is, when you're pulling it down the road, everything's moving and shaking and bumping all around, and the last thing you want is broken glass everywhere. So if you see right here on this piece of art, shout out to my sister Brittany, the artist, there's no glass. This is just the picture itself. Yeah, so those are just some of my ideas. And then my very last idea, which I'm super excited about, is to create a desk for this space right here. So right now, me and Erica share this table. Well, we were, until she bought her own work table. You might have seen that in a previous episode where we went to Camping World.
Yeah. You heard a bunch of noise. I was making sure nothing fell on anybody.
Pick that up. But trying to share this space gets quite difficult. So an idea I have is to take this table completely out, and I think that opens up about, I've got to remember my measurements, I think it's 70 inches from the recliner to here. And in that 70 inches, I create a desk where we could sit side by side, and it'll have a shelf in the middle as support, not only for the desk but also for more storage. And so it's a table slash desk combination. I've drawn up a few sketches. My brother helped me with it as well. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it. I don't think it'll cost a lot of money. I haven't really priced every single piece that I need, but the wood itself is real cheap. Just go to Home Depot, and they'll even cut it for me, so I won't have to worry about trying to cut it myself. And I'm gonna paint it white. So it will be a nice bright white desk, and it'll match everything else that we got going on in here. By the time I get ready to do it, I imagine everything else will be complete. And so that's what I envision for the RV. If I had it my way, we'd probably just invest in a new RV. Not just because everything is brown. I'm not that materialistic to where I'd buy a whole new house just to swap out the colors. But there are a few things after living in this RV for a while that we're like, oh, okay, on our next one we want this, we want this. We're making a checklist as we go. And I know for a fact I do want white cabinets, or it doesn't even have to be white. I just don't want it to be brown. I don't want everything to be the same color. It's driving me nuts. And so if I had it my way, we would invest in a new RV, and I wouldn't have to kind of make these things happen on my own. But I am having fun doing it. I'm a designer. That's what I love to do. I like to create and build stuff and draw stuff out and turn it into something real. So it gives me something to do. It's kind of like a hobby, I guess. But yeah, so, and doing all of that on a budget is always helpful because we're not spending hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars. It's not interrupting any of our other financial goals. So yeah, that's my design ideas for the RV. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please share it with somebody you know. Leave us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.